Hey guys, Shawn Ziem, the Connection Machine, aka the Insurance Doctor, and the Webtalk Legends Podcast host. This is exciting. We have number 52. We again started this last year, January of 22. We are in February of 23, and we've done 52 of these. And it's important to understand some ground rules. We're going to go into some great conversation, lots of value you're going to gain from our conversation with my guest. You're going to be able to implement some of the ideas and strategies that we are talking about, and we hope you do. One big thing is when you're watching us live, hashtag live in the comments in YouTube, hashtag replay if you're on the replay, and where are you watching from? That's important. We love having comments. We love for you to engage. If you have questions, drop them in the comments. If you like, dislike, what have you, agree, disagree, we love to see those kind of comments. Whatever we're talking about, we might talk about food or cooking, and if you're into that, ask questions. We would love to engage with you as well. And last but not least, just enjoy yourself for the next 30 minutes or so and open your mind and enjoy what we talk about. Let me bring on Virginia. What's going on, Virginia? How are you?
Hello. Good evening, everybody.
We are live. We are live on YouTube. It'll be streaming on Facebook, on Web Talk, on LinkedIn. We'll get some bits and pieces on Instagram, but this is going to be a lot of fun. And I appreciate you taking some time out of your day to be with us. And before we even get into it, can you introduce yourself of who you are and what you do?
Okay, I'm Virginia. I'm Italian. I think you may know from my accent. And so I'm from Verona, north of Italy. I came more or less 2016. First, I was living in New York, and then I moved to New Jersey. Thank God. I moved like 2 years ago. Before I was doing immigration paralegal. I was working in Queens in a law firm. And then I decided to switch my career and study. And in 2 months, I got my license. That was very hard because English is not my first language. And I speak Italian and Spanish, but English is not my mother tongue. And I decided to just study and go for it. And here I am, 2 years into real estate. I'm a full-time mom and realtor in the area. I do Bergen County and Hudson County. I do rental and sales, and now I do also investment.
Excellent. No, I really appreciate you jumping in and being with us. I liked what you said. You were involved in the paralegal. What made you get into that?
Like my friend told me to stay, and they were looking for a receptionist, and then from a receptionist that they need a receptionist that speaks Spanish fluently. So from there, I learned all the immigration, procedures, and I was doing citizenship, petition, family petition, waiver. So yeah, I like to help people, and I'm an immigrant, me too. So I was in the same page, with immigrants, and let's say my second language is Spanish because it's the language that I feel more comfortable with. So I'm very proud of what I did, and I'm happy that I changed. But I'm always be grateful to my boss, my ex-boss, actually, that gave me the opportunity to learn this new field. And now, actually, when I do rentals and also sales, I
Mm,
help people the same way because some people they don't understand and they don't know, of course, that you can buy a house even if you don't have, for example, social security number. For example, you can buy with IT number. So the IT number is the number they gave you to pay taxes before social security arrives to you. So before become a resident, a permanent resident. So you can buy a house with IT number. Of
mm,
course, the down payment is a little bit more. So normally they require, let's say, 15, 20% down payment. Instead, when you are, a first-time home buyer and you have Social Security, the minimum is 3 or 3.5%. It depends on the program. But it's nice because we can help people, and some people they don't know. For example, a lot of people they think that you have to buy with 20% down payment. So a lot of people they realize they say no, that's not for me. I'm not ready, but they don't know that you can pay like as low as let's say 15K.
Mm-hmm.
And the nice thing is like, and also funny because when I do rentals in this area, I mainly do Hudson County, so North Bergen, Union City, West New York. So we are on the river. The rental here are very very expensive. So we are saying more or less a house. Let's say a house, 3 bedroom, 1 bathroom is like 3.5K. So $3,000 more or less and more, up to
Mm-hmm.
4,000. So when you enter in a house, so you have to give 1 month rent, 1.5 month deposit, and 1 month broker fee.
Jesus.
So sometimes you arrive to $15,000. So I told people, it's better if you save, and with the 15 or 20, you can have a down payment.
Yeah, and you don't have to put it all out there and you're paying for somebody else's mortgage, and it's not giving you any opportunity to become financially free down the road if you're continuously renting. If it's short term, it's fine, but it's something that you should, I think, a great goal is to own a property and to save some money to do that. Now,
Yes.
I would love to switch gears and find out what did you do before? Well, how long have you been here in US?
So I came here 2016, more or less.
And what made you come?
Love my Dominican husband, my crazy Dominican husband. So we met in 2013 first here in New York, and then I went back to Italy because of visa expirations, etc. And then after 3 years, I was always thinking about him, and we were keeping contact. So we went together to Cancun, and then I just decided to stay. Yes, to stay
That's a
here.
great.
And
And you guys got married. You were
yeah,
engaged.
after 2 years, we got married, and thanks God now, I'm a legal permanent resident. I'm almost citizen. I applied for my citizen like some months ago. So yeah, I'm so happy about it.
And you have a 10-month-old baby girl.
Yes, this is
How
my
has
new.
how has that changed you?
Okay, so my routine changed a lot. First of all, for the most difficult part, I think for myself is the eating part because we have to schedule everything, and then you have to schedule everything on her. So now, for example, 10 months, she has to change to solid. Before it was only puree. So we have to have a lot of fantasy, and I'm not so good cooking. So even if I'm Italian, I like to eat, but I cook. But I'm not like a big cooker.
You rather go out to eat?
Yeah, like
It,
some good restaurant because there are a lot of fake Italian restaurants here. That made me mad.
do you mainly have Italian food when you go out, or do you like to try different things?
No, I try different things. I try, for example, Colombia, like Latino, and I try Japanese. I like it more. American, of course. Sometimes, Applebee's or American food. Like,
Hmm.
but mainly I like, I think Latino and Italian.
No, it's always good to try different things. It brings out the culture and wherever you're eating the type of foods, and hopefully it's authentic. And it definitely, I like trying different things. Otherwise, I think you get bored. So if putting yourself out
Yeah.
there, I know some people that will not try anything and they're stuck in their ways, and it works for them. But I like to experience different things and go to different places and try it. It's the only way to you actually continuously learn. And that's what I liked about you when we were talking the other day. Um, you are into helping others and you learn about others. And can you talk about that? How important is that for you? And how has that helped you in your business?
So it helped me a lot because when I was a paralegal for immigration, I saw a lot of complicated situations that I didn't even imagine. So sometimes also myself, I think we judge people saying why they come to live like in the same way or worse, but we don't even know how they were living before. So how they came to this country and how many difficulties they encountered and they met to come here. So I listened to some situation that I didn't even realize. I don't know if you know the train La Bestia. When people they cross the desert, they cross actually Latin America and with this famous train called La Bestia, and they are inside like this,
Hmm.
like animals.
Wow.
So that was very touching, and from that day, I think I changed my mind, and I always love to help people because before I was teaching languages in Italy, so I was mainly teaching in English and Spanish, and then here actually my first job was teaching Italian, and I was organizing meetup for Americans to learn Italian. So yeah, and like in my job, it's very helpful to help people because when you see that they are in your same situation, for example, and for me, it's very grateful to see people succeed and to
Yes.
achieve the American dream. So when you see people, when you see the faces when we enter in the new house, for example, and give them the keys, is nice and it's unbelievable. Like my emotion is very high. So I don't care about the money. I care about the emotion you can see, you can feel in their faces. Oh,
I like that. You don't have the commission breath. You're not all about, making sure you're making money first. You're trying to help others succeed by building their legacy. They're starting their life in their home. Maybe it's their first home. It could be their third home. Maybe it's an investor, but you're there to help them along the way. And it's important to have someone like you to guide them. And if you're not guiding them, they will know that if it's a paycheck, and that's not how it works. And a lot of people don't realize that real estate agents do a lot of work without even getting paid until at the end. So
yep.
you might string people like those that are watching. You might want to look at a couple houses, 5 houses, 10 houses, and guess who has to drive around? You have to take these people around to show them, have to open up the doors and check out the houses with them. Takes time, but you're doing it basically for free until you find a house and you close on it. And
Yep.
it's some people don't realize that. They think, oh, you guys get paid so much money. They watch all these shows on TV. Oh, they must make millions of dollars so easily. No, it's a
Yeah,
business.
no.
You got to work at it, right? You've been in it for 2 years. What are some ways that you're learning still? How are you learning? Are you finding reading books? Are you watching podcasts or videos? How are some of the personal development for you?
My personal development is like training. Like I do training. I try every week because my company, I'm with ASP Realty, so we have online training every day, but I cannot now with the kid. So I try to do every week, and I try to join some groups that they do. For example, we do portfolio together, and we do many activities together. But I think that YouTube is very important also. Sometimes while I'm cooking or I'm with my kid, so I just listen to podcasts For example, now I'm into investor because I'm helping some investors. So I'm into that. I'm studying that also by night. So we're trying to do, some shift with my husband. And yeah, I work, for example, from 8 to 12, and then he goes to bed with her, and then he wakes up before in the morning, and then I wake up myself. So yeah, we try to do schedule and shifts to help each other.
Hey,
Yeah,
it's a team, right? A marriage, having kids, it's a team. Everyone's working together. Like I have my little one as well. I have a almost 4 months old, and he it gets up in the middle of the night, and I enjoy that time. I like getting up and helping and being a part of that, and it's something that you know I found the first 4 years of a kid's life is the most important. And the more that you're around them, they're going to definitely be benefiting in the long haul.
yes.
And if you're not around because you're looking to earn all this money that people are always worried about, you're going to miss out on a
Oh
small
yeah.
little part that is a very large part in a kid's life. So it's a powerful thing. I liked how you said you listen to podcasts while you're cooking. Some people will listen to podcasts or video or listen to audio books while they're in the car because it's always an opportunity to grow. It's important to keep your mind. Your mind is a muscle, just like working out. Are you into working out? Because a lot of people are sometimes not into working out because of the time, but the mind is a muscle as well. So it's good that you are working that as far as training and using YouTube, etc. Are you working out right now? Or are you
I try to do some Zumba at home,
ah
and yeah, sometimes I go also to Zumba here in the town, but I normally go walk. I have the park um, like nearby, so I try like at least half an hour a day. Sometimes I can't, but I try to keep going.
trying to move each day, trying to do something is important. The weather in New Jersey, for those that are tuning in, we have like a winter of no, we've never had a winter like this. This is like, it was
Yeah,
almost 70 degrees today.
yeah. Today was amazing. I love
Yeah,
it.
February 15th, and it was 70 something degrees. And it's like, wow, this is crazy. It's like, what are we in Florida? And it's not. And we
Yeah.
know it's probably going to get cold and it's going to probably snow probably later than we all wanted. But it's just something that we have to deal with because New Jersey is unpredictable.
Oh yes.
We never know what's going to happen here. The weather shifts. It's insane. I love telling people from other countries and other places like the things are more expensive. If you got to go over the bridge to go to the city, you got to go into New York City to be a tourist. It costs money, and it's crazy this time right now. But so since you're from Italy, are you into watching soccer or playing soccer or football?
No, no, zero. Zero, zero.
Because we had the World Cup most recent. I think it's going to be coming up. I think that's every couple of years. But I know
Yeah.
some people are into sports, some people are not. Did you watch the Super Bowl?
Yeah, not so much. I just watched the Rihanna show. That's it, because
Yeah.
I don't have the cable, so
hmm
I couldn't watch it. So yeah, I just watched the Rihanna show. That's it.
It's funny. There was what are they? I think the stat was there was 113 million people watching the football game, but when Rihanna was doing her singing, the halftime show, there was 118 million people watching that. So people
Yeah,
were tuning in just to watch that, which is usually what happens. People either watch football, they watch the halftime show, or they watch the commercials. That's what usually are the three different opportunities that people have for the Super Bowl. But it's
yeah.
uh it's something it's enjoyable. Now, I know you have a mentor, you have someone you're working with. How has that been changing you? How have they challenged you recently?
Okay, like my mentor is from EXP2 and is amazing. So the first time we met was, of course, my first three transaction. He helped me a lot with that because you are brand new, So when you first start and you learn only, technical and theoretical things in the exam. So he helped me a lot. And then, the first, let's say, lesson, he helped me. The first thing was the most important one, to fix your social media. So he told me what to do, and we did it together, because it's different. Because a lot of coaches, they say do this, do that, but they don't watch you, or they don't check you until you do it. So this is what I like, because in their group also, we are gonna go in the office and do some cold calling together, because sometimes it's scared to do cold calling, because people, they react very bad, because they don't want to sell with realtor. They think the commission are too high, and they don't understand, the work and our part, what we do to make them earn more money. So in
Right.
the end, some people, they don't understand that even if you pay commission to a realtor, is the buyer that is gonna pay that. Because of course, if you sell, like, for sale by owner, nobody is gonna go overpriced. Everybody is gonna try to lowball you, to to put an offer below the price, because of course nobody is gonna wanna do it higher. And if you have a realtor, of course they're gonna try to see how is the market. And if the market is crazy, as has been in this last month,
Mm-hmm.
and even now, actually, because some houses, let's say the multifamily are big, big, like now they are like in demand. Multifamily, why? Because the rental now is crazy. So people, they want to try to get into real estate, and they want to buy their first home. So instead of spending, for example, $500,000 for one family, they spend 600. Let's say an example, 600, but you can rent one part,
Mm-hmm.
like one unit, and live in the other, so you can pay your mortgage or part of your mortgage with the income uh, of the tenant. So it's a very intelligent way to start your ownership without
Mm-hmm.
going crazy. And because people, of course, also including myself, we are scared of that. And this country teaches you that some debts are good, like
Right.
good debts
Yes.
are good, bad debts are bad. And some people don't realize that until, for example, the book that changed my life was Poor Dad Rich Dad.
Yes.
And he taught me, like to have debt is not bad things. And like from Italy, for example, in Italy, credit card are like devil. They tell you not to use credit card because you don't have to spend money you don't have.
Right.
But I want to tell all the people that are listening, and also I say always to my client, use your credit card, but don't use it all. Use only 30% of what they give you. For example, they give you $1,000, use 300. That's it. Because if you use all, the bank think that you need money. The bank
Yes.
borrow money to the people they don't need money. I know it seems crazy, but it's like that. So
And you
when you have good
also,
credit,
mhm,
a lot of people give you opportunity to open new accounts. So you open more, and then your credit goes down. I'm
yes.
telling you, because I did the same, because I got crazy and my credit went down. I didn't know that. And then finally, my tax accountant told me, look, you have to be careful. Open one, let's say maximum one per year, and then continue to pay on time. I just put everything out to pay because I forget.
Yes.
I don't know you, but I forget.
It's important that you also won't have a problem with identity theft. A lot of
Yeah.
people with their debit card, which is linked to their checking account, will someone swipes and takes your information, they take your money, your actual money out of your account. It could be 500, 1,000, whatever, boom, it's out. With a credit card, you have 30 days. They might have done it, but they have 30 days to get it rectified. You're not going to be losing money. It's not your money anyway. It's the bank that you're getting the credit card from. So it's a huge, huge thing. You can accrue points. You can accrue miles for airplanes. So I have friends that never have to pay for airplane tickets. It's all in there because they use their card to pay their gas, to pay the food. But then, like you said, Virginia, they paid it off at the end of the month. That's an important thing that people don't always have huge balances. That's where the problem that people get into major debt and they never get out from it because the minimum payments you'll never be able to get out from, right?
You know what I do? I do Italian behavior and no, American behavior and Italian mentality. So I use the credit card like American, but thinking like I buy something if I have the money. If I don't
Yes.
have, I don't buy. That's
Right.
it. Or you think about it, just put everything now to pay, so you don't have a lot of debt that are bad. Like for
Hmm.
example, a mortgage is not a bad debt.
Right.
It's a good debt because it's something that it gives you the opportunity to make money. Of course, if you buy, for example, a multifamily, or if you are making an investment, for example, another thing I want to add, like a hard money lender, they give you, for example, it's the same of to loan like cash. For example, if you want to do a fix and flip, you can buy a distressed house. This is what I'm doing with my actual investments now with my clients. We are doing like we are buying some distressed property. So, for example, hard money lender gives you let's say 90%, sometimes it's 80, sometimes 75. It depends on your credit and a lot of other things.
Hmm.
Then he gives you 100% rehab. So you don't have to touch any of your money. You fix, and then you sell it and you repay the debt in 1 year. So the hard money lender gives you money and loan money for 1 year, maximum 18 months. So you're gonna pay the interest in 1 year. So it's not a debt of 30 years. So a lot of people they are scared but because the interest are high. Who cares? You are making 80K.
Right.
Who cares? Even if it's like 10%, it doesn't make any sense because
It's
you're
part of
making a lot
doing
of money.
business, right? It's part of doing business. It's just something that you have to handle. And most of the time, yeah, it might be a 12-month loan or 18 months, but it will be 6 months, 8 months. You might be done with the project and you might have sold it. So now you're done early. So people, yes, that's a huge, huge value that Virginia just shared with those that are interested in investing. It's something to definitely check out. Now, I want to round out our conversation. We're at our end here. Doing video. How important is doing video for you personally, for your business?
A lot. So I'm getting into TikTok. Actually, I started some month ago, and I finally got my first like real client. I think 2 months ago. I do many rentals through TikTok, and I got my first, sale client like some days ago. You need to be consistent. A lot of people think you do a video and you get clients. No, and I hate TikTok. I hate making video, but so my coach told me you need to do it. Don't watch it. Just publish it.
Hmm.
Because if you watch it, it's like, oh my god, my hair. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
critique.
I signed.
Yes.
Yeah, I critique myself. So I just say, I just do live. I know I should do more, but I do the video. I just publish it, and that's it. I don't even watch it. The only thing that I spend time is, for example, I create content. For example, if I tape the houses, I need to take out the sounds, etc. So I need to mount it. I need
Hmm.
to edit it. But the other one, I try to make it spontaneous. Try to do 30 seconds, 1 minute because people get tired.
Yeah.
but it's very important to be consistent. And you are the best doing video.
Thank you. Thank you. It's it's just like you said, being consistent is going to help anyone that wants to start it. You just have to be consistent every day. I do video. I'm in the car. I could be around my kids. I could just go down in my basement where we are right now, and I have my little setup. I could do video. I could do professional looking stuff. I could do just put the video, like you said, a Facebook Live or Instagram Live, and just be real. And just doing it is going to get people better, but people are afraid. Just like you said about being critiqued by themselves and by others. Who cares? It's going to make you money if you're involved in business. If you're a small business owner, using video will, I guarantee, will help you grow your business for sure. No doubt about it.
Yep.
And you're going to see more of Virginia. You're gonna see her on Webtalk. You're going to see her on different platforms to continue growing her brand and networking. I appreciate everyone that's been tuning in, and those that are popping in right now. You're going to have to wait till this uploads and watch from the beginning because it's lots of value in this video. Don't forget to check out the description below and connect with Virginia. We have her Web Talk link there. All her other contact information is in the description. And don't forget, please, please, please share this video. The more people we can help, the better for everyone else. We're all about providing value. And that's the reason why we do this. So, Virginia, thanks so much for being with us today. And for everyone else, we hope you have an awesome rest of your day.
Thank you.